Something big just shifted in the ongoing legal saga surrounding Prince Harry, and this time, it's not just tabloid noise. Reports and legal commentary circulating online suggest tensions behind the scenes may be escalating in ways that could seriously impact his public image. And when legal disputes start mixing with reputation management, things get messy fast. The real question isn't just what's happening in court, it's how this affects the Sussex brand. Now let's be clear. Legal battles are nothing new for Harry. From lawsuits against major media organizations to privacy disputes and security appeals, he has positioned himself as someone fighting what he sees as institutional wrongdoing. But here's where it gets complicated. When legal teams get aggressive, even strategically aggressive, critics begin to question tactics. Were lines pushed too far? Were statements made that could be interpreted as pressure? In high-profile cases, perception can be just as damaging as proof. And this is where Meghan's name inevitably enters the conversation. Fair or not, the Duchess has often been portrayed, especially by critics, as a strong strategic force behind their media and legal direction. Supporters call it smart branding. Critics call it calculated maneuvering. What makes this moment explosive is that any controversy tied to legal pressure immediately fuels the narrative that the Sussex operation is combative rather than corrective. Whether that narrative is accurate or exaggerated, it's sticking in certain corners of the public discourse. Here's the reality. In modern celebrity culture, legal strategy isn't just about winning cases, it's about controlling optics. Every filing, every statement, every alleged internal move becomes headline material. And if there are accusations floating around about witness pressure, even if unproven or denied, that alone can ignite massive backlash, not because guilt is established, but because the public has grown hypersensitive to power dynamic. When wealthy, influential figures are seen as possibly leaning on individuals involved in cases, it triggers immediate skepticism. What makes this even more dramatic is timing. Harry and Meghan have spent years crafting an image centered on advocacy, justice, and protecting the vulnerable. If critics perceive any inconsistency between that message and aggressive legal tactics, the reputational fallout can be sharp. Public trust doesn't erode overnight, it chips away through repeated controversies that create doubt. But here's the nuance that often gets lost online. High-profile legal teams are supposed to be aggressive within the bounds of the law. Strong cross-examination, firm language, strategic pressure, that's normal litigation. The difference between legitimate legal intensity and misconduct is enormous. And unless a court formally determines wrongdoing, everything remains allegation, interpretation, or spin. Still, perception drives YouTube, headlines, and social media debates. And right now, the conversation isn't flattering. Critics are framing this as another example of escalating conflict rather than resolution. Supporters argue it's simply a powerful couple refusing to be bullied by larger institutions. Two completely different interpretations of the same legal turbulence. So what's really happening? Is this a genuine legal escalation that could backfire? Or is this another cycle of controversy amplified by a media ecosystem that thrives on drama surrounding the Sussexes? One thing is undeniable: whenever Harry enters a courtroom battle, it becomes more than a legal matter. It becomes a global spectacle.